like he never left. He done played 2 games already.
Hi, I'd like to welcome everyone to Sports Talk. I'm Big Don from Production. I have next to me sitting Bruce Austin, the legendary Bruce Austin, right next to me, and on our studio, in our audience, on our cameras out there. Anyway, I'll forget what I'm trying to say. We have the legendary Anthony McLean, our Sports Talk man, to fill us in on what's going on. I also have a newspaper, a sports talk paper with Jerry that you have, Anthony.
Yep. Doing well.
Then we have the brother-in-law of Jerry right here, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry? Larry also our man that bring us in on the sports, on football, and let us know what's going on tonight.
Everything's good. Everything's moving right along.
Jerry brother Henry Green. Always a pleasure to see you, Henry, because he's down there in Florida just showing out.
What is down there, about 90 now?
Just showing out.
It was close, 89, bro.
It was 70 here. I know it had to be 90 there. I ain't mad at you today, though.
And I just brought in Every Moment Moves with Kendall Tyson. I tell you, boy. That's another.
Hey, gentlemen.
Kendall can talk about everything with us: football, basketball, boxing. You got it all in there.
The stat man.
See, I don't have it all in those stats. So, when you don't have it all, what you do is you get your crew that got it all.
Yeah, the statistician.
That's right.
Your crew that got it all.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah, that's what I have in my super team here. Somebody always going to have an answer for me. I feel good. All right, we're going to start off. We got a few things to talk about today, but we're going to start off letting Larry start us off with some football on all that trading going on way above my head. I couldn't keep up with it. I just watched a little bit of it, and I said, well, I'll let the experts handle that. So go ahead, Larry.
Okay, I want to start off with my Kansas City Chiefs, because starting off, I thought they made a major mistake. And I said they traded McDuffie. I said, why in the world would you trade McDuffie? But after I did a little research and looking into it, and he wanted to get $32 million a year, I said just about time to trade him, because Kansas City has always had some good corners, and they always got somebody coming up. So they said $32 million is a little bit too much money, and they got some great picks for him, even a first-round pick this year. So, Anthony, coming back to you, did KC make the right decision on McDuffie because of the age of their team?
And the money too, I guess. He sort of outpriced himself. It's a little bit of a gamble because he's still relatively young, but there's I guess basically what they'll do is they'll see what happens in the draft. And remember, we're only 2 days in the free agency, so there's a possibility they could get somebody between now and, I guess, rosters have to be squared away by the 15th or the 16th, I believe, so they can get in the cap. But I would not be surprised if they try to get another defensive back in free agency.
Okay, Kendall?
Yeah, you talking about the O.J. McDuffie situation?
Yeah.
Well, they got Kenneth Walker. I mean, it is what it is. He, like you said, he outpriced himself, and they got the Super Bowl MVP. And there's something about that name, Ken, because I remember a situation in which a team won a Super Bowl, and some Ken Norton Jr. went to another team and won the Super Bowl the next year. So this Kenneth Walker IV has a possibility of doing something like that. I just think they traded up, saved money, and got a better runner.
Okay. We're going to get to the Kenneth Walker thing in a minute, but that's good. Go ahead, Henry.
Yeah, well, as far as on the defense, we just have to really see who they get to replace him, because he was definitely an outstanding defensive player. So it depends on who they get. Can they make up that difference? Because, Kansas City Chiefs, the defense each year has been getting a little weaker and weaker, because as they keep winning, they won Super Bowls, the other guys want to get paid, so they go to other teams. So we just got to see how they fill that gap. Because when you let a great player go, it all depends on what you get in there to help the defense out. So we'll see. Right now, it's hard to say, but like Anthony was saying, they still got to get the team still early. So we'll see what they do to replace them. Because you got to replace them.
Yeah, okay. We in the studio, Bruce.
Yeah, but it won't be no problem replacing them, because like y'all was saying earlier about the guys winning and going to get that money, all of the good guys is jumping from team to team now. So whoever can fit in your cap space, that's who they're grabbing. They're not gonna have no problem replacing them. They got a lot of tough guys on the free agency. You know what I mean? They ain't gonna have no problem replacing them.
Okay.
To me, they answered their first problem. That was getting them a running back. That obviously that's what they felt they needed strong on, right? They felt they could replace Douglas, but they need that running back, and they got a good strong one now. MVP. I mean, I think it was a smart move.
They got rid of Pacheco.
Yeah, they picked up on their offense a little bit, and they figured they'll get around the defense. You watch.
The main thing for this move was they was trying to get Love in the draft, but New Orleans had a pick ahead of them, and they got to do a lot of different things. So now, since they got Love, since they got Walker the third, they don't need to go after Love. Now they can concentrate on defense and the offensive line, which was a very smart move, picking up him for that amount. Now going into the draft, they can focus on what they actually need, and they got 2 first-round picks, so they can take care of that. I think they're gonna get an offensive lineman, and then get somebody to rush the passer, and then work in the secondary in the second round. What'd you think, Anthony?
Yeah, they got it. A lot's going to be contingent on how quick Mahomes comes back, of course, but getting Walker back there, making him, making him your number one running back. That actually, I think it'll take some pressure off of Mahomes, because he also can catch you about 30, 40 balls out of the pocket as well. But yeah, they've got their problems this past year were defense. Now for the most part, they can focus on the D. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's a decent receiver or possibly tight end there in the draft, they'll pick him, because I think with Kelsey coming back, I'm guessing that this is probably Kelsey's last year. Finally, he's going to come back for the 1 year. You don't want to leave, with the bad taste in his mouth. But yeah, they've got to get some defensive players. And like I said, I think I wouldn't be surprised if they maybe add a role player offensively. But yeah, they can just say, hey, let's focus on this defense. Let's get a little younger, and most importantly, get a little better.
Okay, Henry?
Yeah, what Anthony just said, as far as the defense, that's where you really got to focus on. And the offensive line, they're really the 2 issues. So we'll see how they do. Once training camp is over, see what the team look like, and we'll go from there. I don't know, how long is Patrick Mahomes out? Anybody know?
He said he'd be ready.
He's going to Tatum.
He said he'd be ready for OTAs. Is that what he's saying?
Okay, cool.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Okay, Kendall.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Okay, you get the running back. You got Pat Mahomes, because you saw what, Lamar Jackson and my man out there in, Baltimore. He got a nice little running back behind him. And now this draft is heavy on edge rushers. They keep on saying all these edge rushers are here. So now you could pretty much, have a defense by committee. I think it was a brilliant move, to be perfectly honest. They were able to free up a lot of cap space. Beginning of the year, Pat Mahomes restructured his contract. So they're trying to go back to the Super Bowl. And they put that piece together. They got that running back that's going to take the pressure off him. Just imagine him, with a running game behind him. We've got problems, man. Back on the bandwagon for me, that's for sure.
I was going to ask that question, and you already answered it for me. I knew you were back. I could tell.
Hey, back on the bandwagon, brother. Hey, I'm shameless with it, brother.
Well, so you're only an ice cube away.
I'm an ice cube away.
Okay, Bruce, your comments?
Yeah, man, I'm stuck on that ice cube, man. Where you say? Yeah, but
Now, looking at the other end of that, the Rams. Do you think the Rams cleared up some of the dilemma they have because their secondary was really bad? I think they're going to still need some more help in that secondary, and so they can get that defense back together. But I think their number one issue is their defense, and I say with the linebackers and the secondary. The defensive line is pretty good. So, Anthony, what you think?
Yeah, again, I think it's going to, we're only 2 days in. There's still a lot of quality folks out there. I think it's going to be a mixture of veterans and with the draft. I wish Walt was here so he can talk a little bit more because that's his team. But yeah, I think on the surface, they're heading into the right direction. And remember, they were only a game away from the Super Bowl, so it's not like they have to do a lot of retooling. They've just gotta just fine tune it and just get. I think the biggest thing with them is being more consistent, more than anything else defensively.
Okay, Bruce.
Yeah, but they gotta rebuild too. Even though they were close to winning it, it's like everybody else is upgrading their squads. They're gonna have to do some work too. You know what I mean? Because I think I saw some cornerback went to the Rams.
Yeah, I was just reading it right here, Bruce. From the Chiefs.
McDuffie.
No, another one from the Chiefs. His name is Jalen Watson. He signed it.
Yeah, sign Watson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. I
So
thought
they said they got two offensive guys, two defensive guys from Kansas City went to the Rams.
Yeah. See, a lot of veterans, people getting rid of them because of that. Like I was saying before with that rookie contract, that 5 years. That's taking a lot of money out of them players' pocket, man. Because they keep them for 5 years, and when they become deep veterans, you say like the Bosa boys and them, they moving them around because of cap space. And a team with got a lot of money, they snatch them veterans for a year or two and let them go again. You know what I mean? But that rookie contract, that was bad, man. 5 years, that's bad, especially in the NFL. You know what I mean?
But you can't fit. See, defensive backs you got to know your team. Playing with Kansas City, you can look good as a defensive back, but you go somewhere else, you can be exposed.
Yeah, that's with anybody. Anywhere you go.
Just like Snead. Snead left. They thought whoever picked him up, Snead wasn't gonna be outstanding. But what happened to Snead?
Yeah, same thing when they change coordinators. You know what I mean? You got to learn a new system for that coordinator coming in. So I mean, you adjust. They adjust. They still football players. They adjust. When that man running by them 100 miles an hour, they better adjust.
That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, come to think about the first pick in the draft is, first of all, let's talk about the Ravens for a second before I get to there. The Ravens picked up Crosby from the Raiders, but the same thing last year. They supposed to have the best team on paper, but is that going to make the difference?
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't think so, because they every year they think they get these all pros and put them in position, and that's going to make it work. You
Yeah.
know,
Don't forget they got a new coaching staff in there too. You know what I
I
mean?
think it's a little different. Uh, Even though getting Crosby coming over and all the skill positions they got, I don't think it's going to be a big change. I think they might win a division, but they're not going to be a Super Bowl contender.
You talking about the Ravens?
I'm talking about the Ravens, yes.
I think in
Anthony,
the last 2 years they was contenders. They just didn't get the right coaching. They had
oh, okay, do you think they're going to win then?
run. You know what I mean? They're giving Henry 10 and 11 touches. You got to let them horses run. You know what I mean? They had.
So, what you predict then for the Ravens?
I think they're just as good as anybody else, especially with Cosby there. See, sometimes you can have a defense that maybe one player away to bring everybody together, and that could be Cosby. You know what I mean? He might make everybody else better. So they got a good shot. Their biggest thing was giving Henry that ball. That's all they need to do. They can send their defense home. Let's get Henry that ball.
Nah, you got to stop somebody. You got
Gotta get Henry the
to
ball.
win a championship. You got to have a defense.
No, you gotta have, but get Henry that ball. Let him run. You know what I mean?
Okay, Donna, what's your opinion?
I said I'm gonna stick with what I was saying all the time. You know, all those teams that was at the top, now they falling down, and it's time for that new blood to come in, that young blood to come in. The Raiders gonna be the same. Ravens gonna be the same Ravens that we seen last year, playing good, not giving Henry the ball. I don't see no changes made.
They got a new coaching system now.
All right, new coaching system.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's see how far they go. I mean, last 3-4 years they've been in the thick of things. It might be in the thick, but they won't get over the hump. They're just one of them teams.
Anthony, what you think? It's gonna make a difference?
Oh, I think Crosby will definitely make a difference. He's a difference maker. Does this automatically put them in the Super Bowl? Not quite. I just put it this way. Remember, even with all the ups and downs and what have you, it took a missed kick for them to miss the playoffs. So you would think that at least Crosby gives them this gives them much of an edge that they at least win the division and should be in the mix with the AFC. But again, it's we still got to remember we're only 2 days in, only a couple of days in with the free agency. There's still a lot more moves. You got the draft, and there's sometimes even though there's a lot of hype involved with the free agency that's starting now, a lot you can make the argument that some of the best moves would be made come draft day, or even before the Parsons deal was made just before the season and before the season began, and that was a turning point. So right now they are definitely better. There's no doubt about that. They are better. How much better they're going to be, and how much these other teams, and a lot of it's going to depend on what Pittsburgh does as well, what Cincinnati does, what Cleveland winds up doing to get their quarterback situation squared away. Baltimore's definitely better. As I think that's no doubt. When you can add one of the best defensive players in the league, you're definitely going to be better. I think it's no doubt it's going to be a better team.
Okay, Kendall.
As Bruce said, some teams are like one player away from making a difference. This guy was a star in Los Angeles. I mean, with the Vegas Raiders, while they were doing nothing, and you heard nothing bad about him or anything. He just went out and balled out. Just give me some news about him. Nothing. So now he goes to a team with a bona fide superstar quarterback and probably the premier running back in the game. And more than likely, that running back is going to give him a lot of rest. Played a lot of defensive plays because the offense and the Raiders was not that good. Got a lot of ball control. This guy is going to be well rested. So I mean, we know what happened. Even not that when I'm not comparing Max Crosby to a Lawrence Taylor, but we know for a fact that when Lawrence Taylor showed up as a linebacker, defenses made differences. All of a sudden, you hear a Pepper Johnson, you hear reasons. It was just a whole game change. What if this guy just changes the culture? I think that the Baltimore Ravens were one of those teams that if they would have ran the running back, they would have done. I mean, come on. Henry getting 10 touches a game. You give Henry 20 touches a game. If Lamar can give you, 50 on the ground, 60 on the ground, which he will, maybe 300 in the air, in which he will, that's a well-rested Max Crosby. They're a problem. I just think that he makes a difference. I think they made the right move.
So you see championship in their future?
Huh?
You see championship in the future?
Possible.
No, I think for me, it wouldn't surprise me if Baltimore versus Kansas City for the AFC Championship would not surprise me at all.
We also got to see what this new coach gonna do with them.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Bringing a whole new system, man.
Well, he can't do any worse.
You got that right.
If he doesn't make the playoffs, they didn't last year,
So Henry, what's your opinion?
So I'm reading here on Yahoo Sports, and it says Ravens lost 7 players on the first day of the NFL free agency.
Ooh.
So I don't know which.
I didn't know that, Henry.
Huh?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes, they lost their best player, the center.
They said they lost 7. I don't know who the players are. 7, but they say on the first day of free agency, the Ravens lost 7 players in free agency. So I don't know what players, but you got to take as a team, what role did these guys play? How good were they? But they said on day 1 they lost 7. They lost 7 players. So I don't know how that would affect their team, but because you after a good football team got to have a bunch of players, a bunch of good players. So they said day 1 they lost 7.
Yeah, but that's
I know they brought in a great guy, but I don't know if all them 7 guys were defense or what I don't know.
That's nothing.
That's what it says.
Yeah,
Ravens
but that's
lost
nothing
7
the way
players.
guys jumping around, man. The way guys jumping around with this free agency, 7 players, that's nothing.
But you don't think
That's nothing.
you don't think
replace
they could get replaced, but would that be a better replacement or what?
But you can replace. Are they as good as the guys you lost?
We don't know.
Yeah, their center was the best center in the league.
Okay, I don't know what position these guys were. I'm just only reading the headlines. Headlines said they lost 7 players.
According to the Ravens in the NFL, he was the best center in the league.
According to who?
He was rated the best center in the league. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, why they didn't win nothing with him? While Lamar was running for his life.
What's the center fault?
Yeah, he the one over the ball. He the one supposed to be keeping the man off him.
They coming around the corner.
I see Rico Donnell went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Don't remind me.
And Pittman went to Pittsburgh too. So they got 2 bona fide receivers now. All they got to do is find the quarterback and the offensive line.
They got to figure out if they want to bring back the old man one more time.
I think he retired. I think he announced he was going to retire.
Not yet.
Yeah, he's been hemming and hawing. He hasn't done it officially as of yet. I think everybody thought once they brought in McCarthy, it was a slam dunk that he was bringing it back. But he's playing to the crowd again, so he can get some attention.
Yeah, I believe
it's not like Aaron Rodgers ever tries to crave attention by any chance.
Yeah.
I think he's still trying to praying for Minnesota to say they want him. I think that's what he's trying to stay out there for.
Pittsburgh was talking about Kirk Cousins one time.
Oh yeah. I think everybody, Kirk Cousins is like a new pair of tires. Everybody's kicking the tires to see.
But he wants too much money. He wants too much money.
Yeah, he wants starters. He wants starters money, but he's already stolen a couple Brinks trucks over the last 4 or 5 years.
He should be playing for free now.
Oh man,
he done made over $300-something million in his NFL career.
He should at least got 30 years.
He should want to play now to prove that he can win something. No.
I don't want to say he's got a couple bucks, but he could probably feed a couple third world nations at this point in time. In his
Sure can.
He can retire, man. He done made enough money to retire if you want.
Yeah, really.
His first year, he could have retired.
Yeah, well, now it's time to look for that ring. Who could get me a ring? That's what he should be thinking about.
Exactly.
That would be good.
That's the only thing that.
Hey, Donald, he'll get it as a backup quarterback. He ain't gonna get it being no starter, man.
I don't know. I mean, right now, everyone looking for him. He's looking to be a starter wherever he go, ain't he?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Where he go, he starts. But then you know what, Donald, you might be right. Because Sam Donald, he did it, so I have to take them words back.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Just got totally disrespected.
Look.
No.
Yeah.
The last thing I want to touch on about NFL is the Raiders are making a lot of noise. They spend a lot of money. Do you think they can have a winning season with a rookie quarterback? Is that a possibility? I ain't talking about going to the Super Bowl. I ain't talking about the playoffs. I'm talking about a winning season.
All depends who they put around them.
Yeah. It's not so much how many folks you sign as the quality more than anything else. Now, you're already, more than likely by letting Gino walk, they've already sort of tipped their hands that they're going to bring in Mendoza, and that's an adjustment whenever you make a rookie be your starting quarterback. I know there's been going back and forth as to whether how good he'll be that first year. I think he'll be okay. He's going to be running for, look, like any rookie, he's going to be running for his life most of the year, and especially because they've had such a high turnover. A good year. If they go like say 7-10, that would be a success for the Raiders right now. I don't think people are looking for them to be contenders, but they've already reached rock bottom now. Now they just want to try to be, try at the very least try to be respectable right now.
Yeah, but they should be ready, man. They've been getting the first pick the last 18 years.
But
You would think so.
The number one defensive player.
Yeah, but they ain't do nothing with them, and they've been getting the first round pick within that top 5.
Yeah, about the past about 10 years or more.
You know what I mean? And they still ain't going nowhere.
Maybe you'll let him go all the time.
Yeah, but they keep him. They even had
that man was all over the field, so you got to keep him. It was about as bad as when the Cowboys let go of Parsons.
Yeah, but
keep those guys.
Yeah, but that comes from, like you said, they're making bad draft picks. You know what I mean?
Who's their quarterback?
They what's their name for Indiana?
Yeah, as of right
Mendoza.
now, it's like they're going to draft Mendoza.
From
Yeah,
Indiana.
they already put that out there. They already put that out there before the draft even, before the draft, they thought about the draft.
Yeah,
that's a no-brainer.
So if they don't surround him with some good defense and all that,
right?
Where do you expect them to go?
Nowhere.
I think you're gonna have a great offensive line. I think they're gonna put that together. They got a great center. All they gotta do is get 2 guards and 2 tackles and 2 great tight ends.
I think Raiders gonna go 10-7, and he's gonna be the rookie of the year because he's gonna have enough time to prove it, and he's got Tom Brady coaching him. Who better?
But I would say this. I would say this in the AFC. If you look at, let's take their division. Who's in their division?
Oh,
the Broncos, right?
You got Kansas City,
you got Kansas
Chargers,
City, and then you got the Chargers.
Denver.
That's a tough division,
Denver,
right?
Yeah.
So you just take that, and then the other teams in the AFC, you still got Buffalo, still got Baltimore. Who else am I missing? I don't know, the Texans. Anybody else I'm missing?
That's the Steelers in there
San
too.
Diego.
And the Steelers. So I mean, so if
Oh
you
yeah, they got problems when you
so
when
if
you lay it out like that.
no, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So when you look
You know,
after
like
everything,
okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, like a 7. If they win 6-7 games, that's going to be a good year for them because they've already hit rock bottom. And they got a first round. They have the first round pick for this year and next year, extra picks. They're gonna, they basically should put a men at work sign outside the Vegas stadium because that's what they're going to be. Right now it's just a matter of how fast the rebuild's going to be.
Yeah, because you still got Cincinnati and Cleveland. So only 18. How many 18 make the playoffs?
Yeah, but don't forget that they still got that boy, Junty, the #1 pick last year, the running back.
Yeah, the running back.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the little
And
guy.
then you got the other receiver too, which he's a great receiver. He got hurt last year.
Shouldn't be that far off.
But the only thing I was just saying is the AFC is tough.
Oh sure.
You got more than 8 teams that are good. And only 8 gonna make the playoffs.
Danny Dimes coming back over there. Danny Dimes said he want $50 million a year.
Hey, I forgot about my Jacksonville Jaguars. You got to throw it in there too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Jacksonville and gave away their best player, ETM.
I know.
They let him hit. They let him hit the road.
Yeah, but he could be replaced. Running backs a dime a dozen now.
They not a dime a dozen, not the good ones.
If the Super Bowl MVP can get let go, they'll.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Hey, fellas, we're going to take a little break right quick and come back and change the subject too a little.
Big Don Productions proudly presents the Jerry Green's Gospel Showcase, happening on Saturday, March 28th at the Dixwell Community Q House, 197 Dixwell Avenue in the heart of New Haven, Connecticut. Featured artists include Forever, Yvette Early, Edward Beverly and Redemption, The Mighty Ones, God's Favor, Chosen by God, Lisa Clayton, and Anthony Smith, and Fully Committed. All happening on Saturday, March 28th at the Dixwell Community Q House, 197 Dixwell Avenue in the heart of New Haven, Connecticut. Doors open at 5:30 p.m. and the show starts at 6 p.m. Tickets are $20 in advance and Cash App at $84 Plymouth. That's Cash App $84 Plymouth, or call 203-875-0520. That's 203-875-0520 for the Jerry Green's Gospel Showcase, another Big Don Productions.
Okay, I'm going to switch it a little bit because we want to talk about sports talk getting out in the community Friday night. Me, Anthony, Bruce, and Jerry. It's the 4 of us, right? Yeah, we all wind up at our Hill House game. But the point is, we are starting to get out into the community now. We're going to be getting our passes. We're going to be getting ourselves together and going out there and interviewing and talking and, just really getting involved in the home teams, like, your Cross, your Leeds, West Haven, your Notre Dame, all these high school games. We're going to start getting more and more involved in the neighborhood. So, and it looked good because we got accepted. I mean, we got a big
man.
We couldn't beat the reception that we got out there.
Right.
They treated us like royalty out there. We felt really
well,
good.
you are royalty.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah,
So,
it was better than I
Kendall,
thought.
we definitely got to get you in too, man. You got to get in with us on that. We know you be working, Kendall, but we got to get you in.
I understand. You got Anthony McLean out there. Anthony is in his element. He can write stories about some of the athletes and stuff. Oh man, got the legend. It was wonderful. It was just wonderful seeing you guys.
In the
It was fun.
That Anthony stay to the finish. In the comment,
I'll pull it up.
yeah, in the comment you want to make.
It was fun. It was fun. I mean, that's, to me, there's nothing like, live sports, whether it's high school, college, or pros. There's nothing like it. There's a great, rich history in New Haven with, with Hill House, with Cross, with Lee/Career. It's a lot of fun. And shout out to the AD, who really just was very, very receptive with what we were able to do. Unfortunately, the Hill House lost that next game. I don't know if you saw it. It was a last-second shot against Newington. So unfortunately they got knocked out. But looking forward to when the high school, well, even more so now because you got track and baseball coming up as well. But we're definitely looking forward to solidifying this relationship with the New Haven Athletics. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Was that a tournament game you guys were at? That was a tournament? Was that the
Yeah,
tournament?
it was the first round game
okay.
versus Hill House versus Brian McMahon. Hill House won. They McMahon pushed them for 3 quarters. It was
because I knew I saw it was number 20. Okay, so that was a tournament game. It wasn't a regular season game. Oh, okay.
And
Nice.
I just want to throw out there, that Bruce, when we got there, they was warming up. And I want to throw out there that Bruce went out there, man. He was popping some threes. He was showing them. I don't think they even knew how old he was. He was showing them young boys what a man can really do. He left at halftime. I'm sad to say. I ain't gonna say no more than that. But
yeah, I found out it almost broke my arm, man. I said, time to go now. I should have quit when I was ahead. Let's shoot a couple more, man.
All in fun, though. All in fun.
Yeah, but I would like to say this, gentlemen. I would like to say that this is just a vision. I'm going to believe God that Sports Talk is going to be out there in the community. I believe that we have an opportunity here. I believe that listeners now can reach in. We can reach out to some of the athletes that are going to be something more besides high school players. We can write articles on them. We can be on their Facebook page. I just believe that this is all part of the vision. It's just a beautiful thing. And Bruce, I'm glad you got your jumper. That's one thing that does not leave us, the jumper. It keeps us there.
It felt good too, bro.
Yeah, it keeps us there.
When I made my first one, I said, "Oh yeah."
Hey, but the only thing we learned, Bruce, is that the lift is still there, but the landing gear. Did you take a hot bath after?
Yeah, well, the thing about that, I didn't have to worry about landing because I ain't had no lift.
But we had fun. We really had fun. It was excellent. So we're looking forward to next year. Really being there and getting all out there into the community. We're looking forward to that.
It was a great reception, man. It was even the young guys, man. They was down with it. They came over.
Oh yeah.
They gave their opinion on Jordan and LeBron and stuff. Oh, yeah. I mean, it was great, man. Great reception.
And all right, so we're gonna move on a little bit to a little basketball here. Then we come back to football, but we got to get a little basketball in here because. Last night game was really great between Denver and OKC. I don't know who watched that game.
SGA.
Oh, man.
SGA lit him up.
Yo, he pulled up, man. And guess what else he did? Broke Wilt Chamberlain's record for 20-point games.
Right.
Woo. So,
Yes.
like you said, Wembanyama, we better not announce the crown too fast. Because OKC turned around this year and win another one.
Yeah, but SGA, I think he had something like 15 assists too.
Yeah.
I have a question, gentlemen. Has SGA separated himself from Anthony Edwards?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes,
yes.
Most
definitely. Now we need Jerry because Jerry and Anthony Edwards, man, and he's not here. I know he's tempted to call in right now and defend Anthony Edwards, but the rest of us are totally. What are you, Henry? You SGA or Anthony?
Oh, SAG, man. Absolutely.
SAG all day. See, when he came back, the winning streak started again. They 9-1 the last 10.
He up there with Luka.
So now Jerry got something to think about when he come back.
Yeah, but see,
I think the biggest thing that they did last night was I think they sent a message to San Antonio and probably the rest of the Western Conference is like, we ain't dead yet. We're it's still the title still goes through OKC for the most part.
That's what make them dangerous. They still got key guys that's out.
Yeah.
And the difference between Anthony Edwards and SGA is Anthony Edwards work hard, man. SGA is smooth, man. He does what he gonna do. I mean, and nobody's stopping him.
Nobody.
And the last shot he made to win it. Man, he's
three at that?
Yeah, 3 steps sideways, man, all over, bam, all night.
He bad boy, man.
And you can't say the Joker wasn't trying, boy. The Joker gave it his best out there.
Yeah, but
he was hitting threes like a guard too.
Yeah,
and only that, he's the best dresser in the NBA too.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, the Joker
has not beat them this year.
Wemby's a different monster. SGA is a bad man, but Wemby's a different monster.
He sure is, boy.
He sure is.
When they showed his game, boy.
I mean, he make you forget about SGA, man. This guy
No, he don't.
6'5" and dribbling like he's 5'9", pulling up, stepping back, anywhere on the court, he's dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I got to throw this out there to see what you guys think. They're talking about changing the logo to LeBron James instead of Jerry West. You guys hear about that?
No, I didn't hear about that.
They've been talking about that for years.
I've heard Dr. J, Michael Jordan. I've heard that over the years.
Yeah, well,
I think LeBron the right one.
I had a clipping, but I forgot to download it. I had a clipping of it. But yeah,
LeBron the right
I don't
one.
know. Will you guys think it'll go through?
It might.
I think it's just talk.
You know, regardless of what people said about him, his stats prove what he did. I mean, when he first came in the league, they had a thing up there today. When he first came in the league, Jordan had almost 6,000 points. And after the same amount of games, LeBron was ahead of him. You know what I mean? After he started out 5,000 points before LeBron even shot a basketball in the NBA. You know, so that's something to look at. People only looking at them 6 finals, but there's a lot more to go into it than that.
But if they would have brought this up years ago, maybe even 5 years earlier, then I think we'd have more of a run. But seeing this might be his last year, I think trying to get it past is going to be kind of hard.
I think it makes it easier because it's the last year, it's the last year. We're being nostalgic. We're not going to see him anymore. And we've never seen anything like that. As someone having a career like that in any athletic, besides Gordie Howe in hockey, and he wasn't as, revered as LeBron. We got a guy who's going to leave the sport as the all-time leading scorer, all-time, only person in the history of the game to have 10,000 rebounds and 10,000 assists, and he's going to have 15,000 rebounds and 15,000 assists. So as far as the career is concerned,
I hope that the league is smart enough where you almost sort of make this like a contest. Have the players vote in, have the fans vote in, and I mean, this could be something that could spark even more interest in the NBA. Who would you like to see the logo be, and not really, and just leave it up to. Leave it up to the fans, the players, media, whatever. This could be something because it's going to spark debate. It's going to get people talking about hoops like we are doing now. If the league is smart, they would, you literally want to maybe just even start talking about this, say, and right around when the finals come around, and then see what kind of reaction you get.
Kind of respond, at least get it out there.
Oh yeah. It's just I mean, it can no matter who they wind up making the face, it's gonna generate even more interest in the league, and at the end of the day, that's what you want.
Yeah.
Statistics been showing lately that the Lakers are better without LeBron James.
Yes.
Think about that lately.
Yeah, but don't forget they said what they said was Luka and AR played better without LeBron, and LeBron played better without them.
Yeah,
it was working both ways. It ain't like
who's really winning though. Those two guys got a better record than LeBron got without them.
Yes, and I've been watching them, and they are playing better without LeBron.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I'm just saying their record is better than LeBron though.
Yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is. There's two of them towards him.
Yeah, two of him. So with all this going on though, what do you think? A final tour for LeBron next year? Kendall, what? A final tour for LeBron James next year? What do you think?
I think he should do it. I think it should be just the final. I mean, we did it for Kobe, we did it for Dr. J, did it for Kareem. Michael didn't do it, but he's just go ahead and collect his flowers. I think he should announce at the beginning of the year that this will be his last year, and he gets the rocking chairs and the goodbye and the fanfare. That would be a way to go out.
If he can't perform though, because right now his arthritis is acting up really bad, and he's missing games, and do you want to go another complete year doing that on your final year?
Should have done it this year.
Well, when I first heard it, I said, ain't no way he'd be able to finish. But yeah, they can shoot that cortisone is legal. So they can shoot that in them knees and get a little bit out of him during the season.
Yeah,
But
can y'all say that?
I get it in my back. It don't last forever.
Yeah, but
No, it ain't gonna last forever, but all he needs another year, maybe. And he get that good cortisone, not the watered down stuff I used to get.
Are y'all saying that he should take Anthony Davis with him because he played more games than Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
I do.
You know what I mean? Kawhi Leonard, all them boys. He gonna take all them guys with him that's missing games.
Well,
Embiid.
Yeah. Well, see, only reason they saying him because of his age.
Yeah, but
If
I'm
he was still
saying
them guys, they
they're
wouldn't be
younger.
going nowhere.
Yeah, but they're younger, and he's still outplaying them.
Well, you know about
Performance, not only in game, performance too.
I agree.
So if people forcing him out, he better take them Willie Wops with him.
But he hasn't been missing this many games though in the past. You know.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, they got other guys that's younger than him missing more games than him.
Yeah.
Where Kyrie Irving at?
Yeah.
Kyrie known for doing this.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a lot of guys. Anthony Davis, all them guys, they ready to go. It ain't only LeBron. People looking at LeBron. Oh, he's doing it. When he's out there, he's a problem, and he's playing.
See, they got their card. They got their card. You know, they know him to be. You know.
So what do you say, Henry?
Well, as far as the way they're saying, when the big three of the Lakers play together, they're not winning as many games. But if you take one of them out and just leave either one of the two, the Lakers win the games. So the coach got to figure out why they do it. Either have Austin Reeves or somebody come off the bench, if that's the case, and if you got to do it like that, why when them three guys are on the floor together, they're not winning? I don't know if it's because I look at it because Luka and Austin Reeves, either one of them really can't play any defense.
Right.
They don't play any, and LeBron's 42.
Right.
All right. So you know what I mean? So I don't know. If anything, leave two of them in as starters, put one on the bench.
Or whoever's hot.
You take it off, bring the other one in. I don't know what to say. But as far as LeBron being hurt, he played quite a few games this year for a man his age. He's still averaging about 25 points a game. For his age, nobody's done what he's doing. I know he's out for his elbow right now, so I don't know.
Yeah, arthritis.
Yeah, well, that's
what it is. Arthritis.
Arthritis can only slow you down more and more, Henry. You can't bring none of that back with it.
He said it wasn't his elbow. He said the arthritis started messing up when he was out there before the game.
I was really hoping that LeBron would have said, to start the season, this is going to be my last year. But he didn't do it. Yeah. And he still hasn't announced it. So I think if LeBron comes back next year, he's going to Cleveland.
So,
but would you pay him $40 million to come back?
Yeah, but all them injuries piling up.
But I don't think their salary cap probably in Cleveland. They probably couldn't pay him $40 million anyway.
But would you pay him that much money to come back though?
No.
But see, you got to look at it like this, Larry. Now LeBron brings people in the seats.
Right. Definitely got to consider that.
You got.
I get that, but when you're spending money,
consider that.
When you spending money, if your Cadillac is just bouncing around, it's not a Cadillac no more. You're not gonna
25. He averaged 25. So next year he averaged 23.
No. That's when he's on the court. That's when he's on the court.
Yeah, well, that's what any of them.
But right now,
he's on the court at least 70% of the time.
Right.
For somebody that's 41, 42, how old is he? 42 or 41?
But he be practicing before the game just to see can he play,
Yeah, well, my point is, Henry, arthritis, we ain't gonna see a lot of him.
Yeah,
if that arthritis start kicking in strong,
I agree. I wish he would announce the start of the season that this was going to be his last year, but he didn't do it, and he still hasn't done
it like that.
He's doing like Venus Williams. She don't play all this. She play a few tournaments here and there. She's 45 years old.
Yeah.
And they'll still come back, still get knocked down the first round.
Right.
But
Right.
she won't announce she's retiring.
Right. Right.
She might even have arthritis too.
Yeah.
You know,
But
she might.
it's an embarrassment. She's been that great doing that though.
She got that new rumor. You know that rheumatism.
You know what I mean? So she lost the last two tournaments. The first game, she's out. Now the next game probably gonna be Miami. You know, I don't know why she won't retire.
Yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, you're right.
What's the big boy name for the Pelicans?
Williamson.
Oh, Zion.
Oh, Zion Williamson.
Zion should have been going years ago.
You know, he's saying that, you know, he really getting the raw deal. That you guys hear that because his foot is really bad. He said the doctors didn't even think he would be able to play anymore. And, you know, he talked about how the announcers, I felt bad for the guy when he was telling the story.
Yeah, I saw him with that.
You know, yeah, about how the announcers, everybody was coming down on him. But, you know, Zion is really a good player, and the boy is really smarter than we thought when I listened to his interview.
Yep.
Well, he went to Duke.
Yeah, so he's really smarter than we thought. So you guys think Zion are getting a bad deal? So
I don't know if he's smarter, but he talked with good sense.
Yeah, he did talk.
His body's breaking down. You know what I'm saying? All that weight.
All that jumping with all that weight.
Well, you know that like his point was, all right, so they was accusing me of the weight. I lost the weight.
Yeah.
He's saying like no matter what I do, they come down on me.
Yeah, but look like he gained that weight back. He looked like he's back big again.
So I take it no sympathy for Zion Williams.
No.
Nah.
I told you that a few years ago.
They talking about the Knicks. I said, no, we don't want the Knicks.
And what happened to the Knicks the other night?
The worst
They
trade
They
in
played Boston and they didn't show up.
Yeah, but the worst trade in NBA history was Knicks trading for Bridges and gave up them 5 first-round picks.
He would hit those big time threes.
Nah,
Does Bridges even start?
Yeah, but
I know he does, but I'm just saying.
Go out the Spurs.
Yeah, but the bad thing about him, this guy show up one game and then you don't see him for the next 8. See, they gave him $150 million and gave up 5 first-round picks. He's supposed to be an all-star.
Yeah.
You give up that much for Luka.
Wow.
I
think that's the worst trade there. Dallas getting rid of Luka.
Yeah, 8 points in 2 games. He got 8 points. That means he going 0 for Winfrey.
If Dallas didn't get rid of Luka, would they still have got that?
No.
You know, what Dallas?
No, I don't think they would have gotten Cooper Flag. No.
Cooper Flag, I think, is better than Luka because
definitely.
You know, Cooper Flag is playing ball. He's going to be up to that Luka status. You watch.
Yeah, he play all around.
And he plays defense.
And he plays some defense.
Right. Yeah,
I think Dallas made a good move, but you know who let him down? The same guy we talk about. AD, the one let him down.
Yes, sir.
You know, if
he doesn't show up. He doesn't play basketball.
Huh?
He doesn't show up to play basketball.
Right. If AD was playing right now and playing good ball like he's supposed to be playing alongside Cooper Flag, we could be looking at a total different situation.
Mm-hmm.
How about Jason Tatum coming back for Boston the way he came back?
Talk about
like
that.
He never left, man. Look like he never.
But you know, I'm still a little apprehensive about that. I still, you know, we talking about Achilles heel, and you know, you got to jump and land on that every day.
Yeah, but you know, he got the best doctors. Evaluated him 100 times, man.
Well,
all kind of weight screen tests and all that.
It'll tell a little bit because I don't care how much you do is on the court that will let you know.
What you say about them knees, though, you know, he could play 3 games and start getting pain back.
Yeah,
it might be all right now, but I agree with that.
Yeah,
but his was his Achilles, wasn't it?
Yeah, Achilles.
Yes.
Achilles heel.
Yeah.
That's just as bad as knee. I mean, you saw how it brought him down to the floor.
Oh yeah, see, that's a nasty thing. That thing be burning like somebody got a torch back.
Brought him down to
you know.
But with him right now, what do you guys say Boston chances? What do you say, Kevin? What are Boston?
Very good. I mean, in the East, I mean, they're looking real good. I mean, they're scary now. I mean, they literally sat around and what do they have, like the second best record in the East? I mean, you got Detroit, you're going to have to worry about, definitely. Cleveland looks really good with James Harden. I mean, they're good. What are they like, 10-1 with him in the starting lineup? And he and Donovan, they are really clicking. So I didn't know that they were good friends before that. I had no idea they were talking about that. So I think that now, I mean, you got a team that's been contending all year long, and now you add an all-star, they're a problem. I just think that they're a problem.
Yeah, but you know what?
I think they look good.
You know what? If I'm gonna pick the MVP this year, I'm picking Jaylen Brown.
Why not Jaylen Brown from Boston? Exactly.
I'm picking him because
of what he's done with that team.
Exactly. When the season started, they wasn't going to make the play-in.
Yeah.
And between Brad Stevens, the GM, and the coach, they should get Coach of the Year and GM of the Year, because Brad Stevens proved time and again he no talent.
He sure does.
So he put a bunch of shooters in there, and they playing some ball, man.
They're getting down, yeah.
SGA, he got plenty of talent around him. You know what I mean? Jaylen Brown carried that team.
Oh, yeah.
And so is Cade Cunningham in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he got plenty of help too. He got plenty of help. That big boy Darren, they got plenty.
Yeah.
Of help.
What do you think about Boston, Henry?
Well, I would say right now, when I saw Boston, most of the guys on the team, because you look at, they lost Drew Holiday, they lost Porzingis, Al Horford, somebody else. So the only two guys I knew was White and Jaylen Brown. So,
and Pritchard.
Yeah, Pritchard.
Yeah, Pritchard. Until the other boy came back, Tatum came back. So to be where they're at, they're only now 2 games, I think 2 or 2.5 games behind Detroit. Then they're going to catch Detroit.
Yeah, because they know that Detroit lost 4 in a row, you know.
Yeah, I think they're going to catch Detroit. But, you know, Boston is playing really, they've been hanging around. Yeah. And as far as what Bruce said, I would have to say you really have to give Jaylen Brown the MVP, because the Joker, SAG, all them guys didn't, since they changed the rules, you got to play 65 games. When them guys got knocked out, then they're not going to make it. So he played the whole year. I would have to say Boston right now.
Yeah, I think
what I see, I think they're coming out in the East.
Yeah, I think SGA came back right before he missed out on that 61 games. You know, I think he's still.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's at in that.
Yeah, but they still talking about him getting MVP front runner.
Yeah. Well, he did that. Yeah, he made sure. So did Giannis. They all came back.
Yeah.
But to do what Boston's doing,
right?
I mean, because when I saw him, I'm like, when they play, I'm like, who are these guys? Yeah. I ain't know none of them, man.
Yeah, and you know what, too, Henry? People forget that Jaylen Brown won the MVP in the championship series.
In championship, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Jaylen Brown
start stepping up. I mean, we had said a couple of years ago, you know, Tatum is bad, but Jaylen Brown, that could be considered his team.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown has been outplaying anybody he's been playing against. When he's on the court, he has been proven year in and year out that he has been the best player on the court when he's on the court. When I watch, I mean, even from the championship, from everything. I mean, the guy, look at him. Look at him this year.
That's what the Knicks see.
Yeah. You know, I looked at Boston, I'm saying, what team that won a championship and most of 3 of their starters are gone. They're pretty much on the team, and they're still doing good.
Yeah.
The thing about it, Tatum don't have to take the lead. All he got to do is just play the role.
All he got to do is play.
Yeah.
And that's a serious role player there.
Absolutely.
He's very talented. The only Boston player in the history of the Boston Celtics to average 30 points in a season. Jaylen Brown is somewhere around there, like 29. He's up there. But he plays all around, both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And another thing, Brad Stevens, what he had to do, because he gave both Jaylen Brown and Jaden Tate, they both got the max contract.
Yeah.
So that's why they had to get rid of all them other guys, because because most teams you can only have maybe 2 guys with a max contract.
Yeah.
But the guys that they got rid of, they brought in other guys, and these guys I never heard of them, but they playing, man.
They playing.
So I have to ask this question: is the Knicks living up to expectations?
No, they ain't going nowhere.
No.
They ain't going nowhere. See, people want to talk about town, but it's Bridges, man.
I know it ain't.
I mean,
I'm gonna blame it on the coach. I'm like they change coaches, man.
Can't blame it on the coach because they playing the exact way they played last year with Thibs. The exact same way. We was crying about the same thing. They weren't playing no defense. They're not guarding the 3-point line. You know what I mean? The same thing. You know, them guys running around lost. You know what I mean?
But what I'm saying, Bruce, all I was saying is, now last year the Knicks went where? How far did the coach bring that?
Went to the conference finals.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so
that don't mean nothing this year. If you saying that, you saying the same team that won the NBA finals last year should win it this year.
No,
it don't work like that.
No, but what I'm saying is very seldom. I know it does happen because I know a couple of coaches, I can't remember, they won their championship, came back, they got fired the next year or whatever. But it just seemed like it would seem like, well, let's see if we can make another step with that same coach. But I don't know.
Yeah, but see, the reason they got rid of Fields because too many people were saying that he killing his players, time to playoff stunk. They don't have nothing left. You know what I mean? That's why they got rid of Fields. It wasn't that he wasn't a halfway decent coach. He didn't play his bench. Half of these guys are playing now wouldn't have played if Fields was there. You know what I mean?
He ran his stuff.
He ran them to death. Them playoff guys, they ran on a half a leg.
He didn't want no horses. He ran the stallion.
Yeah.
But Bruce, okay, I understand that, right? But you a Knicks man, you watch the Knicks. So what I'm saying is now, even though, like you said, some of the guys that are playing now wouldn't have been really playing with him, are the Knicks better last year or this year?
They're the same.
They're better last year because they won't go as far this year.
Okay.
So you got to give them last year to being better. Under Tibbs, he might have rode them like horses and burnt them out, but they was a better team.
Okay. And see, that's the
like I said, the proof is in the pudding. If they don't make it to the finals this year, then that's why I was saying then that's a disappointment because last year when they lost it, they was expected to go back.
Yeah, but you can't say that because other teams getting better too. You know what I mean? The team that won the Super Bowl last year, that don't mean they're gonna win it this year.
No, but
you know what I mean? The team that went to the finals.
See, we're not talking about going to the finals. We just talking about coming out of the Eastern Conference.
It's hard to get to the Eastern Conference. You ain't guaranteed to go this year because you went last year. Yeah, well, it don't work like that.
But when you look at the Knicks on paper, there's no reason why they shouldn't go there.
I don't.
It's only when they lose the game.
Listen, who they gonna go over? Boston? They're gonna go over Boston?
They should.
They're gonna go over Detroit?
They should.
Come on, man. You must not been watching them. Ain't nowhere in the
world
they beat,
that's the whole point.
Ain't nowhere in the world they beat Boston or Detroit in a 7-game series.
All right,
and you still got Cleveland too.
Cleveland too.
Y'all heard it first from a Knicks man, so y'all heard it first. Who could argue with that? The man knows.
Yeah, but them Knicks, they're just not playing ball. They're too sometimes, man. They had almost 30 turnovers, man. You can't. How you gonna win with 30 turnovers? That's 60 points if the other team converts.
So if you can't blame the coaches,
no, you can't blame the coach.
You blaming Bridges for what? Not catching the ball?
No, it's not only Bridges. I'm saying Bridges got game, but he's not aggressive enough. He might take. He went two games and didn't have 8 points. They gave up 5 first-round picks for this guy. Gave him 150
wow.
kills.
He didn't even have
he went the game before last 0, no points.
Wow.
That's your point.
They made it like he's a superstar, huh?
Right. You go off and win in one game and you come back and get 6 points.
Yeah,
you
Bruce,
that next game.
I don't understand why the Knicks would do that because he's not a superstar player.
That's what I'm saying. But he had a pretty good run in Phoenix. See, then he went to the Nets in that Kevin Durant deal. You know what I mean? They sent Kevin Durant to Phoenix and brought Bridges to the Nets. And he played good because it was all scrubs on the team. So the Knicks took a stab. Plus, he was one of Brunson's boys from Villanova. So
they went to college together, Villanova? He was one of the Villanova guys?
Right.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, that was a big deal about the Villanova boys.
Yeah.
So, 7:04. So guess we can wrap it up for the night. And let's always give everybody a chance to talk about a little something they want to, like Kendall. You got something on your mind, Kendall?
No, I'm all set. I'm all set. Great show, gentlemen.
No boxing coming up or nothing?
Not yet.
About it, but I never really, what's the last one we heard about? Supposed to be Mayweather and who supposed to be coming back?
Well, Pacquiao. That's not even a boxing match, but we'll say that. But really, the biggest match that's going to come up is a women's match: Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. That's going to break a lot of records.
What? How many years, Ronda Rousey? She haven't fought in a couple of years now, right?
You're right. She hasn't been out. She's been in wrestling. She hasn't been in the MMA since she lost to Holly Holmes and Amanda Nunes and made more money in the MMA. They both went out and made movies.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey was in the Fast and the Furious. Gina Carano was doing the Mandarin and Mandalorian and all that sort of stuff. But that's why this is going to be a big match.
Yeah,
it's going to be on Netflix. Jake Paul is doing it.
She like Mayweather and Pacquiao. She got a big name too, so she always makes.
Yeah, name. It's a name. They'll follow that. Definitely. I know I'll be watching it, so I'm interested.
When is it?
When that girl fights?
They don't even know. It's like 3 months from now. It's not even a story yet.
Carissa Shields, when she fight again? That's what I want to see.
That's what we have to see. I'll look that up. Now that's a fighter.
Yeah, let's find out when that's gonna be.
She does fought, so it'll probably be a few months.
On ringside seats for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she be just knocking them out, man. She's
She's trying to get that big money, trying to get Ali.
She deserve it too. She should be able to make it without Ali.
She's the real deal.
Ali daughter be crazy.
Yeah, but there's no draw. There's no big name for her. See?
Yeah, there's a girl out there.
Yeah, but this girl, she does fought. She beat her. This girl had about 30 or 40 pounds.
And she beat her like she was.
You know what I mean? She supposed to be a bad girl.
Yeah, she was.
All of them bad till they get in the ring with her.
Oh yeah, she's the best. She's the best that's ever done it, as far as I'm concerned. Definitely.
All right, what about you, Henry? You got anything you want to touch on here?
Nah, man, I'm good.
No baseball or nothing.
No,
we got to get Bob back to go around the world with us because I ain't keep up on that else. No, not from what I heard. What do you got, Bruce? You got something you want to talk about?
No, man, I talk about.
You want to talk about Bridges anymore?
I talk about them Knicks, man. I feel my head wrong, man. You know what I mean?
All right. So, Minister Henry, we'll let you close us out.
All right. Heavenly Father, Yahweh, the great I am, we give you praise and glory and honor. Lord, we ask that you bless every household that's represented here tonight and those that are not here on the air tonight, Lord, but bless their household also, Father. In the mighty name of Jesus, every listener, Lord. And Father, we just thank you for your grace, your love, your mercy, Lord. And most of all, Father, we thank you for the greatest gift you have ever given to humanity, your Son, the Lord Jesus Christ. And Father, we give you praise, glory, and honor. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen, gentlemen.